Hey guys, welcome back to Double the Hustle podcast. I'm Tori.
And I'm Anna, and today we sit down with celebrity hat maker Team Artist.
She even made hats for Spike Lee, Shaq, and Teyana Taylor.
We're going to talk all things how to make it in the concrete jungle in one of the most saturated industries in the world. Come on, let's go.
Welcome, team. We're so excited to have you on the podcast. Thank you so much for coming so far today.
Thank y'all. Thank y'all.
It's incredible, but let's just get into it. Tell them a little bit about you. Tell our followers a little bit about you and, your origin, how you got to where you are, and then we'll go a little bit deeper.
Okay. Well, I go by Team Artist. My brand is called Team Artist. It all started with me taking a hat class.
Oh, wow. That's
to learn how to make a fedora. And then after that, I was working a 9 to 5 at the time. I had my own store and it closed. And it was just like, oh, you can either demote yourself or what you want to do. And I'm like, I'm out of here. Like, let me figure it out. So I just started making hats for myself because I've always wore hats all the time. So I was just like, you know what? I'm tired of buying other people's hats. Like, I'm just going to start making my own. Like, I feel like you could take millinery to a different level. Yeah. Because it was just nothing but fedoras and, all that stuff. So I was like, you know what? Let's just try to figure it out. Right. And it turned into this. It's been super cool. Really crazy.
How long has it been since you started?
It's been like 2 years.
Okay.
Yeah, wow. So 2 years. Yeah.
So during COVID is when everything happened.
Yeah, around that time, yeah.
Are you from New York originally?
No, so I'm originally from Chicago, South Side. Nice. South Side, the best side. Originally from Chicago, born and raised. I came to New York. It's been like 13 years. It's almost 14 years this year.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So you moved here out of college or at a high school? How old were you when you moved here?
I moved here. I was in my late 20s.
Okay.
Yeah, so that tells my age right there. Thanks a lot, guys. Like, gosh. But yeah, I'm 39.
Okay, cool.
I'll be 40 this year.
I would say you're around that age.
Yo, black don't crack, sorry. Yo, but yeah, and that was around the time I just wanted something different. Like, I just felt like I just wanted something new, like a new experience. So I was like, let's go.
Yeah. Do you like it better or no? Or when you first moved here, was it hard? No. Or you're like, I want to go back, or no?
Nah. It was kind of similar because, Chicago is like a big city too.
Yeah.
So it was easy to adapt. When I first got here, I just felt like I was meant to be here, kind of thing. Yeah. Like that was, it was that kind of, it was that kind of feeling of this is what I was missing type of thing. So,
nice.
Yeah.
Growing up, were you always into art, or you just got into it by taking that class?
So as far as art, I look at everything as art, right? Yeah. So I used to play basketball in high school. So I used to play mad sports. But also when I was younger, me and my best friends used to build things as kids. So we built clubhouses.
All the time,
we built basketball rims, and go-karts.
Oh,
yeah.
Cool.
We made go-karts and stuff. So that right there kind of molded that idea of just creating. Yeah. So after that, the hat class that I took definitely sparked that fire. And I was just like, you know what, I can build this into something else. So
that was back in Chicago you took the hat class?
No, here.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wow, that's really awesome. Where was it?
Yeah.
At a place or an online?
No. At a place. It was in person.
Wow.
My homeboy Paulo. Shout out to Paulo.
Yeah.
He's the best. He's a amazing hatter. And I've learned so much from him, and I'm still learning. But yeah, somebody.
He's your mentor in the space.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah,
he is.
Super dope.
He is. He still helps me to this day. If I need any advice, he's right there. Yo, you good? You got this. Keeps me sane, keeps me in it.
Exactly. Yeah. And it's a different style of hat that he makes, or
he makes fedoras and stuff. Cool. I haven't seen too many people do the design that I do. But
how did you come up with that? I don't think anybody does. Were you let me take the regular baseball cap, and how did you come up with that?
Well, cause I
It was a
always
mistake.
like one day, it just fell in my lap.
It was a mistake, and she's like, I'm just gonna roll it out.
Nah. Like I always wear like, you know, fitteds and stuff like
Yeah.
that and like snapbacks because I got a little head.
Yeah.
That's what people say. Like they got a little head, big head and stuff. But yeah, so I used to always wear snapbacks, and I was like, yo, like once I started making my own hats, like I want to make it like that, like something that I'm gonna actually wear. Because if I make a fedora, 9 times out of 10, I'm not gonna wear it. Because I had my moments where I was wearing the hell out of fedoras, and then like I kind of like switch lanes. So I'm like, yo, like I can merge the two and make something that I haven't seen.
Yeah.
So
that's insane.
and it just, man, it
love
took
the design.
off.
Yeah.
And you know, people are trying to steal it now, of course, but
of course.
you know,
but it's never gonna
I
be
try to
duplicated.
like, switch it up, you know, try to keep them on their toes to try to
that's
catch
what
up with
you
you.
have to do, because everybody's going to try to come after something that's
Yeah, that's
always.
blowing up. Yeah,
But
Always.
it's really good. Only took 2 years to essentially, I mean, like, how long were you into it before you got your first like celebrity client, or like somebody that you were like, wow, that I've made it now?
Man, I would say like over a year.
Okay.
But yeah, I worked with so many celebrities that it's like kind of like,
yeah, you forget, like,
man,
yeah.
but
Who's
the
your
first
top 3 that you've worked with?
top 3?
Yeah.
Oh man. Well, the first one, hands down, I'm gonna say Spike Lee.
Yeah.
He's number one only because
that's a great one. Like,
yeah,
that's
like
so,
it
have
was
you-
so
did you meet him
crazy.
in person?
Because
Yes,
yeah.
numerous
That's
times.
awesome.
Yeah, so I linked up with him like twice.
and he's a creator too, so it makes it
dude,
that much
he's
better.
so
if he just probably
amazing.
feels it.
Yo, shout out to Spike Lee.
Yeah,
Yo, well, I don't know what I'm looking at, but
yeah,
shout out to him for
no,
real, because
really.
he really elevated my brand for sure.
That's when
with
you
that.
saw like a real,
You know,
like
when he was like, yo, I'm wearing it in the Met Gala, I was like, no way.
No way.
I was like, he's not gonna wear it. Like,
that's
he's not gonna wear it. It's all good. Like, and you know, I started getting all these notifications coming in. I was like, what? That's crazy. Let's go.
Yeah, that's
awesome.
crazy.
Yeah.
That's so awesome. That's like so fulfilling too.
Yeah, that was sick.
Some like big event like that. That's
Yeah,
insane.
that was really sick. The ones for Shaq
Okay.
that
yeah.
I made will be my next one. Shout out to Shaq too. Shaq, I still got the rest of your hats coming. I swear to God. I swear I am working on it. Man, that guy is amazing. Like, that was last year, like around my birthday, in December. And he just dropped it on me and was like, yo, I want all of these. And I was just like,
Wow.
he like called and FaceTimed me too. And I was like, what the hell? Like, I couldn't believe it. Like,
That's
Awesome.
crazy.
it's
so
like
cool to,
unreal.
like, even as we're like starting a podcast, like some of the bigger people that we've talked to,
Yeah.
like, not as many people I'm sure as you've communicated with, but we were talking with this one guy who is gonna be on our podcast, and
Yeah.
it's so crazy to just see them like call you or like
Yeah,
FaceTime you.
right?
Like you would
Just,
never
like, let's set up
expect
a
them to
time
do
to
that.
talk. I'm like,
But
okay.
they're
It's
like normal
insane.
people.
Yeah.
But it's us that puts them so much higher.
Right?
Like, yo, he's a billionaire. And
Yeah.
he called me like,
It's
and
dope.
it's crazy.
It's
yeah.
so dope.
It is
man.
dope. It is dope, and it's crazy to see. Like, it just puts it in perspective. Like, they're normal,
Yeah.
and people treat them so not normal. You know?
Yeah.
But they are. They're just regular people. Who
Right?
Just want
Because
the
when
same
you
things.
like meet them, you're like, oh, okay. Yeah. Like, you know what I
you're like
mean?
me. Yeah. Like, it is really crazy. But that's cool to do. Shaq.
Yeah, that was really
I mean,
sick.
No offense to him, but he must have like a huge head. So that's probably like, the biggest head you've
Everybody be
ever.
saying that. Yo, his size 8, like he he up there, but a lot of people are up there. You know,
You
you be
walk
like,
into like a Lids and buy his size hat.
huh?
Can you walk into a Lids and buy his size hat, or is it like a custom size?
No, you can buy 8s.
It is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can buy 8s and Liz. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I know. We all just like see someone's head and like, you got a little head, you got a big head, like, you know what I mean?
It's cool. So can
not great.
anybody reach out to you for a hat, or you only, or
Yeah.
are you like closed off now for like? Do you close your books? Do you open your books, or you're just open?
It's open.
for anybody to.
It's open.
I see.
Like
I
they can.
saw you did like the drops the other.
Yeah.
That was like 2 or 3 weeks ago, but that was
Yeah.
super dope. That was cool.
Oh yeah, so I do collaborations as well.
Okay.
So I like doing collaborations with other artists, like painters and stuff.
Gotcha.
Because it just brings a different type of
Yeah,
eye.
something else- yeah.
And it's all about like team. That's what team artists is all about. Like it's building a team of artists and just coming together and creating something special and something dope.
Super dope.
So that collaboration was with Jeff Rose. Shout out to Jeff Rose. He's the best. You know, his art is amazing.
Where's he from?
I think he's from Jersey. Don't quote me.
Okay.
Don't quote me because
that's
I'm
fine.
not sure exactly where he's from. But he's out in Jersey right now.
Wow,
he's amazing. His art is amazing.
he paints or what?
He
is
paints.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so he painted on that hat.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he
That's
painted
super
on
cool.
it. Straight one of
Yeah,
ones.
see, that's cool. Like you make the hat and then someone else like puts.
Yeah.
on it. Yeah, that's cool.
And then the next one that I did was Said Mitch.
Oh,
Shout out to Said Mitch.
That's cool.
He's an awesome artist, and he did the hand paint on Teyana Taylor's hat that we did.
That was really cool.
So
That was dope.
yeah, it's man, these guys are super dope, super talented,
Yeah.
and I have more collaborations on the way too.
That's super.
Well,
That's
the
cool to
artists.
see like you like combine like two mediums. You know,
Yeah.
that, like nobody probably thinks of like combining like
Yeah, because a
mediums
lot
like
of
that,
people
you
are
know?
like for themselves too.
Yeah,
Like, you know
or
what I
the
mean?
straight
Like, it's
medium of
hard.
just painting.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
on a canvas.
yeah. So you can wear this art.
Yeah,
You know, it's fire.
Yeah, it's like a walking billboard for you.
Yeah.
No,
We
we always
exactly.
talk about that. Like even my tattoo artist, like we always talk about like how I'll be out somewhere and like if
Yeah.
I'm wearing shorts, people will be like, "Where'd you get your tattoo? Where'd you get your tattoo?" And it's like literally walking marketing.
Yeah,
for you,
it's
you
that
know?
thing.
Like,
you
where'd
know
you
what
get
I
that
mean?
hat? I've
Yeah.
never seen that before.
Yeah.
Like, and then they just like pull up your Instagram or something.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's so
All the
cool.
time.
Yeah.
So dope.
It's
All
the
the
best
time.
form of of marketing. And
Yep.
like, putting yourself out there.
You just
Yeah,
gotta
people
wear it.
wearing your stuff.
Yeah,
Which is
and
really
it's one
cool.
of ones too, so it makes it even special. You know what
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean? Like it's
Like,
like,
you can't get it.
it's the only one in the world. Like you're the only person wearing this hat. Like it's crazy to
It
even
brings
think
more
about.
value
Yeah.
to it.
Yeah, you know, but like we all walk around like that, and we don't want somebody to have on the same thing we got on. Like we
Right.
all long for that.
Like
Like,
the same
yearn for
black
that.
T-shirt everybody's wearing
Yeah.
from like
Yo,
Marshalls.
right? You
Nobody
like,
wants it,
But
yeah.
those
sure,
drops
everybody's
go
gonna have that
crazy.
on.
You see a
Yeah,
lot of artists doing like those drops, and like when you like have a community, they buy them out. Like they
Yeah.
go, like how
Yeah.
quick did your drop sell?
that last one.
Yeah,
it was
quick,
within
right?
an hour. Yeah,
See?
yeah.
Or how many hats were on it?
It was just one.
Just one.
Just one.
Just
hat.
one.
Yeah.
Oh, can you like bid for it?
You can. I am gonna start
Oh.
doing bids though, but
that's gonna be
doing that
crazy.
live, yeah,
Yeah.
that's gonna be really crazy.
Yeah, that'll be cool.
So
I was
yeah,
gonna
we've been
like,
working on some
If it
stuff.
was just like one hat, then somebody grabs it. But like if you could like bid for it, like
That'd be insane.
Yeah,
Probably have
a few wars on there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're giving you know, like you're cutting yourself on just putting one up for a certain price when you could
Word.
bid, and just people are like,
No, yeah.
throwing money at it,
going
which is
crazy
really
with
cool.
it.
That is
Yeah.
fun. That'll be fun. That'll be a
Yeah.
lot of fun. What is like one celebrity that like you hope to work with in the future? Like you're like, I want to make a hat for you.
Wow, it's kind of that one is
You have
tough.
yeah. Do you have like someone in mind? You're like, I love that person's like fashion or something. I would love to put a hat on you.
That one is tough only because like the artists that I have already done are pretty big and major. That you know. Anybody else
Anybody
that
to-
will want
yeah, that
to
wants
want
to
a hat,
buy.
I would definitely make it for them.
Yeah.
You know,
How long
but
does it take you to make a hat? Like one.
it takes a long time.
Really? It does?
It takes a long time, and I give like for my customs.
Yeah.
I give like a large amount of time only because I have so many orders.
Gotcha.
So
Yeah.
in order to get to that order, I'm like, gosh. But
Yeah.
if somebody gives me a deadline, like I could make it happen. Yeah,
Got
for
it.
sure.
Could you like take us through like the process of like making a hat? Like
I can say the basics.
Like, yeah.
like
What
what
is
does,
it?
it, what does it start with? Like when you meet like your client, do like is it over only FaceTime? Do you go to them in person or
So first they will go to my website, but some of them hit me up through social media and stuff.
Yeah.
But I always send people to my website to fill out the form. So there's a custom ordering form that they can fill out there. And then from there, I'll email them. And then we have a conversation from there. If I'm a little like confused about what they want, I'll have them just give me a call through like DM or something.
Yeah.
And then we can have a conversation about it and then come to agreement. And then we can go from there.
that's super cool. Wow.
Yeah. But the actual like hat process is a lot of work that people don't know and they don't understand. because my videos are so fast too, that they're like, oh, she can get that done within like 2 hours.
Yeah.
I'm like, no way.
They're like, oh, let me try this.
Yeah, just try not to make it that long. But like, man, from the, you gotta get the felt when it comes to you. And then, people don't know that is, I use rabbit fur. So it's fur, actual fur.
Wow.
So even like wool hats they're wool. You know what I mean? So like they got beaver, the hair, not the skin. So let's be clear, it's the hair, okay? Like nobody's dying.
Specific reason?
Huh?
Do you use that one for like a specific reason?
I
Just because,
like the quality of it.
Okay, cool.
It does go by quality.
Yeah.
The quality of it is just way better than wool. No shade to anybody that use wool, because you could still
Everyone uses their own.
you can still make that work too. But for me personally, I just I like rabbit fur.
That's
for real.
cool. Yeah. Cool.
But from like wetting it to stretching it, these are all things that I put on my social media so people see it. Ironing it, you have to like do your cuts and like
to the person.
And then on top of that too, like you have to like mentally be ready. Because it's a lot of like thinking. That goes on top of that too, that people don't realize. Like you have to like think about what you want to do with the product and how you want it to look. So that could be draining within itself.
It's not something you could do like an architect like has it like drawn out already what the house is gonna look like. Like you don't even know like what it's gonna look like besides what's in your head.
Exactly. Especially because they're all different too. So you're like, man, how can I make this different than the last one that I just did? Type of vibe.
That's super cool. And how long does it take to those steps? Like if you had only one hat to do, like how long could it take you without like doing it in 24 hours and like staying awake?
Well, those first couple of steps, once it's wet, you have to wait for it to dry anyway. So that's gonna take up to 2 days for it to completely dry. And then after that, that's like the next step. Then you have to like sand it down, like get all the hair off of it and like burn it and then mold it. And then, there's a lot of steps like, and then I have to do the band in the inside because I do all of that by hand. Then you got to measure it. And then you got to, it's like so much, like it's so much that you have to do within one hat. So it would probably be like a week probably.
At least.
If you're really like
went straight
locked in.
Which is really cool. And then the patches, how do you figure out the patches? Or you just buy them from somewhere and you just like sew them on the hat, or how do they go on that?
Yeah, I just get them.
Get them and
or whatever the customer wants. If they have some already in mind,
they could like send them to you or something like that. That's really cool. Super dope. Have you ever had a hat that like you've done and like gets to the customer and it doesn't fit?
Sometimes, only because these are
you don't know their size.
Felt. Look, word.
You're sizing yourself.
Word. That always be the case.
Before you wreck yourself. Come on.
But because these are not regular fitteds, they're like fedoras. Like say, like you bought a fedora, right? And like it don't fit. 9 times out of 10, it probably don't fit. Only because it'll say like one size fit all or like a medium. Like what's a medium?
Exactly.
Like there's like 3 different sizes within a medium. Nobody knows that. So they're just like going off of that. So it's the same thing, like same material. So when people say they're fitted cap sizes, I can go off of that. But accurate, do centimeters.
Oh wow.
Yeah, because every milliner use centimeters. So if you tell them your centimeter size, they could definitely do it.
Oh wow, that's cool.
But then also with that, a lot of people don't have the same head shape either. Like we all have unique different head shapes. So you're not gonna, a hat block is fit for like a round head shape. So you can't expect it to fit you like a glove. Some people would do though, and when they put it on, I'd be like, it'd be crazy. I'd be like, what? But so with that, you just need to know your size in centimeters. And they also have like little inserts. If it's a little too big, you can put in the inside of it. And,
I'm sure it's easier if it's a little too big then obviously.
Like even for my hats, like I've made like some of them I can't wear if I have certain styles.
Oh.
And also too, if you're changing your hair a lot,
Yeah.
like in my culture, like
Yeah.
we change our hair all the
All
time.
Yeah,
So
it's not like flat.
Yeah,
it's
you
like,
know?
you know, it's volume.
so if you
it's
change
not,
your hair a lot, like ain't no way you're gonna still fit that hat. So
Right.
you gotta like take that into consideration too.
That's
So
true.
like, you know, this hat I can fit sometimes. It's a little loose on me. Only when I have like my braids in,
Yeah.
it fits just right. That tan one that's right there, that one is, I can only wear that one when my hair is braided.
Okay.
And then my other blue one, I can wear that one anytime because it's really it's small. So yeah, they're all different like centimeters, and I like do it that way so I can like have different things that I can wear with different hairstyles.
That's super cool.
And then I just came out with the snapback, so just to make it a little easier.
She actually has a snapback.
Yeah, so I've been playing around with that idea.
Oh, that's really cool.
For people that go through that, like that change their hair a lot.
Yeah. They
like,
can change it.
Yeah,
That's
they can
pretty
change it just a little
is
bit.
cool.
Yeah,
But it doesn't-
so to give that a little bit of
It doesn't
adjustment.
stretch, right? Like the material.
No, it's not gonna
So-
stretch.
Okay.
It's not gonna stretch.
just
So
like
it's
you
it
just, like,
it
put
is
your
what it
hair
is.
through it or something like that. Wow, that's really cool.
But this
Yeah,
one,
yeah.
with the snapback though, it can get smaller. So it smallens the
true. You
adjustment.
can snap it
Yeah,
smaller and smaller.
yeah. So if I start off like
That's
at
a
a
good idea, yeah.
at a greater size, then they can just like size down with the actual snaps.
That's cool.
Yeah,
That's interesting. That's really cool for.
yeah.
Huh.
So I'm still working with that. That's my very first
That's cool though. Yeah, I like that a
one
lot.
with the actual snaps.
Did you do that for any clients yet, or just?
Right now I'm in the process of doing
Cool.
one
That's
for
dope.
one. But that was like one of my older styles. Like when I first, around the time I first started doing it, I was like going to thrift stores.
Yeah.
And I don't really like going to thrift stores now, but when I was little, like I used to go all the time. So I'm kind of like scarred from it. Like, oh, I want to go. But when I first started though, I was going so I can like find little things to like add to a hat.
Yeah.
So I used to like find like little belts
Unique things. Yeah.
to like
dope.
attach for like back adjustments.
Cool.
So yeah, it's all types of stuff, man. You can do like for real.
Cool. And there's so much to do and add and like
Yeah,
different
you
ways.
can just
It's like-
explore.
Yeah, that's really cool.
I love that.
That's fun. Have you done any hats for like athletes?
Have I done a
not
hat for
really.
athlete? I was in the process of doing a hat for athlete. I did one, but
For like a game
oh,
day
don't quote me,
walkout
but I
or
definitely
something?
forgot.
Yeah, that's
That's
But
that's cool.
yeah.
That would I think that would be something that could like create like a different like avenue, at least for you. You know,
Yeah,
like
for
for
sure.
somebody to wear a
someone
hat
wearing it
on like a tunnel walk
Yeah.
or like something like
Yeah.
that, like would
Who wants
change
one?
the game.
Look,
Who wants
trust
a
me,
hat?
it's
Come
coming. It's coming. It's coming. Teamartist.co.
That would be
Teamartist.co.
cool because it's a whole different medium, and
Yeah.
we had a guest on our pod, and she does like the fashion for it, like
Yeah.
their outfits on game day and how they
Yeah.
walk the tunnel or like different things like that. Shout out to Jasmine, but she was so
Hey.
bossy.
And
Shout out to
That
Jasmine.
would be really cool.
For you
Yeah.
to do too. You know, I just
Yeah.
think that's a whole nother
Yeah.
just like area to like capitalize on.
Yeah,
And
word.
those people are, a lot of people look at athletes as fashion stylists.
Yeah,
too,
word.
because
Right.
they're, they walk out on game day in some of
influence
the
and
biggest outfits.
Oh yeah, they
So-
outfits be crazy.
Yeah, exactly. Like
That'd be
the
dope.
suits that they wear are like custom made or like this or that.
Yeah.
So I think it would be really
would
cool.
be
Yeah. Nah,
To
that
see
would
your
be
hat
fire.
on a tunnel walk.
Coming soon. Coming soon.
That would be
Coming soon.
What is back to your like brand, Team Artist? What is your like mission and like why did you start that? Like what do you want everyone to know about the brand?
Whew. Oh man, how did Team Artist start? Wow, this is gonna be long. Y'all got time? So Team Artist came about like the night before I was about to move to New York. Me and one of my friends were talking about changing our names and becoming like this different identity,
Yeah.
like
Okay.
coming here. And I was like, you know what? I think I want to go by artist.
Okay.
And she was like, all right, cool. I'm like, yeah, And then from there, it just went to, I had got my first like Instagram, right? And I was like, artist is taken, dang. Team Artist.
Yeah,
Fuck
okay.
it. Like, you know what I mean? So then after that, once I discovered the hats, I actually, if anybody has been following me, they know that my company at first was called Arrow.
Okay.
So I had a business partner at the time, and nobody knew because they only see my face making everything.
You were the face of it.
Yeah. So for me, once that parted ways, I was like, like it really didn't really resonate with me anymore. So I was like, team artist has always resonated with me. Like even like, at one point I tried to start like a clothing line a long time ago, like before this even occurred.
Yeah.
And I wanted it to be team artist. But, when you're not doing it yourself, like it's kind of hard to just go with what you believe in.
Right.
Because a lot of people won't feel your vision like you do.
Right.
So once that parted ways, I was like, oh, no brainer, like team artist, forget it, like it's done.
Let's go. So,
And then I used to I used to DJ, but I still do. But not crazy. I'm not a nightlife DJ. I don't like to be out that late like that. Like,
and then making hats at 6. Like,
just a couple of stores was cool with me. Like, but yeah, so I used to I go by team artist with that too. So I was like, you know what? Like team artist it is. Yeah. So with the brand, the whole point of it, like I told you, was just bringing artists together. And, so that's kind of what I want my brand to like represent, like unity.
Because you don't see a lot of them. Like you see them working like everyone, but then like coming together and making like one piece. Like people, you see now
because
like,
a lot of people have too much like
putting them on one person.
A lot of people have too much like ego.
Pride,
Pride. It's like for what? Like at the top, at the highest level, people are not competing; they're collaborating. So
Word.
You're only putting yourself at a less disadvantage by not wanting to collaborate or do something, together with somebody else. It's going to get you farther faster than just sitting there trying to take whatever it is, profit all yourself. You need a team behind you to do it.
And it's about the art too, and just like seeing the piece like come to life. Like it's insane. Like watching it come, like forming into like this thing, and you're like, yo, like it only just came from like a conversation. And it's like right in front of you now. And you're like, what? Like this is crazy. Like I want this myself. Like I don't want to sell it.
Exactly. You're like, I want to keep all.
It's hard. Oh my God, it's so hard. It's hard because like I love wearing hats.
They become like your babies.
So I'll make something. I'm like, I kind of want to wear this tomorrow.
Or wear it before you send it to them. I'm just gonna take this one for a spin around the block. Really
like this
quick.
one. This one I got on. Called it the Smash Top. So when I did this one,
super dope.
Dude, when I first did it, it was still wet. And I was like, I'm throwing it on. Like, I had it on wet. Fire. I was like, yo, like, I just got to wear it. Like, it's too fire.
Awesome. I like that one.
It's crazy.
That is fun.
Yeah.
There's so much. So they all come out different, no matter what. When you're collaborating with an artist, do you send it to them and they paint on it like first before you mold it? Or no, you send it to them like that and then they paint on it? Like, so, how does that work, that process?
When I work with an artist, I do like the basic mold, and then I'll send it to them.
Okay.
And then they'll do their 1-2. I get it back, and then I like do the finishing touches on it. So I do the inside bands, like I do like the drips, and then I just look at it and see what else that I can put on it that can make it pop.
Yeah. Wow.
I mean, there are already pops, so like
exactly.
just a little like enhancement on like the hat, but
that is really cool. And have you reach out to most of the artists, or like some of them reach out to you and like want to collab?
It's a mixture of both.
Okay.
It's a mixture of both. Like the ones that I've created with already are people that I'm already tight with.
Gotcha.
And I know they're amazing artists, so I'll reach out to them like, yo, like. Let's do something. They like hands down. Like let's do it. But other people have been reaching out to me, and I'm honestly open to collaborating with other artists as well. So I'm trying to think of a way to like put that out there so people can like maybe like sign up or something like that to like
reach out,
do something. Yeah.
Almost like a sheet for like people signing up to buy a hat. Yeah. Like people wanting to collab. I think that's cool though.
Yeah.
But it's hard also too though, because
as like an artist, like you want it to be obviously like the best quality for like your client too. You know? So it's hard to have everybody reach out to you when, no offense, some people suck. And it's like, you say that,
I ain't say that.
No,
I'm just playing, but
it's hard. Or when you're working with like high level people, like you can't have every, you know, unfortunately, you need to do the work to
need those
to
high level
get to
people.
where you're going.
Nah, it definitely, you definitely have to like, I have to envision it too. Like, you know what I mean? If I see your art and I'm like, yo, like that would be fire, like on this type of style, like that'd be crazy. Yeah. So it goes off of that.
It goes both ways. Yeah, exactly. What's like one thing that you struggled with in the beginning, like in the business? Like if somebody were starting today to make hats or start a business, like where should they start and what should they do, or like what should they skip that maybe you like ran into a speed bump or something like that?
I would say start with a hat class. I would say take a class because it would just teach you the basics. Once you learn the basics, you can go wherever you want to go. You can take your mind wherever you want to take it. But you definitely would need to take a class for sure. And I would say I struggle with not going with my gut and listening to my ideas, because when you're working with a team, sometimes your vision can get clouded, or you can doubt yourself a lot. Like, you know, like maybe not good. You know. But I would say, like, if you're just starting, like, just do that shit, bro. Just do it.
Do anything. Are you work on these hats by yourself now, or do you have a team behind you?
By myself. So that right there is definitely, that's hard. You know what I mean? It's tough when you're doing it all yourself.
It is.
And I would say when you are starting out,
it also has something to it, like, you know, like
you know it does. Like, but help goes a long way. Help goes a long way.
You have to worry about like someone else like not doing what you like. Like it goes both ways. You can get more done, but then like maybe obviously you said like your vision gets like something. So it's like a pro and a con. A pro and a con of that for sure. Like it becomes a lot when so for my brand, it kind of like skyrocket out of nowhere. So at first, like I was just making hats for me and like, you know, a couple of people here and there. But then once when did that happen?
So the collaboration, there's a great collaboration hat that I did with Sad Mitch.
Okay.
That hat, he did like this graffiti on it, was crazy. And that was the first collaboration. Gotcha. So after that collaboration hat hit the internet, it went crazy from there.
Wow.
And
it was like overnight.
Yo, from there it was insane. So I was like, dude, like I can't take all this on myself. Like I want to.
Yeah,
like I really want to. So I had to deal with, and then like the changing my brand and all of that happened. And then this, you know, there was a couple of obstacles that tried to get in the way of that, but through it all I had to like pivot and like,
of course,
you know, kind of keep going with that. But then I had to deal with all of these like DMs, like people trying to get orders because I had to redo my website. Like I had to redo everything myself. You know, there was people that I was counting on that was like, you know, I got you, I'll do this for you, and never showed up. You know what I mean? So I'm like, all right, cool. Like I got to learn how to do it myself. So from the editing, all the videos, like everything I do on my own. Like I made my website, like everything. So it's me that's like reaching out to everybody. So that's why I appreciate my supporters and the people that have been there from day one, because they understand and they see like what I went through. So I'm like, yo, like it's gonna take me some time to get these hats done, bro. It's just me, like, you know, if it's a lot. It could be a lot.
Would you eventually get like or start having like a
absolutely. Yeah. But also too, it's kind of hard to trust everybody with your stuff. You know what I mean?
Everybody's gonna want to jump on the bandwagon just because now you have clout.
And a lot of people don't put in a lot of work into your things like you do.
No,
so
never.
That's why it means a lot to me when I see like people wearing it outside and like people posting it. You know, that means a lot because I'm doing it all. So I'm like, yo, like I feel good. Like I can't say that
3
somebody
weeks with that hat.
Word. Like you know how long it took me to try to make these hats, like to try to come up with it. Like now I can I'm getting in a groove where I can just like knock it out, like boom, okay, I got that.
Yeah.
I can do this. I got this day to do this. Yeah. Stretch it out and still be able to live a life too.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, that's
so
hard balance.
yeah,
I feel like even with me, even with us, like the businesses that we do together, like finding balance is like so hard.
Yeah.
And I was going to ask you that because you have probably could keep going for months and still have clients coming in and money coming in and coming in. And
addictive.
How do you say, okay, I'm going to step out for a few, let this money sit on the side while I go have fun, but there's still things waiting for me to do. So how do you balance that?
It's tough. Like I can't hang out that long because I always have a hat to make.
Right.
Like there's always somebody that I have to make. So I would do like, I'll spend some time in the morning. Like I've been getting up like really early in the morning every single day. So I get up every single day in the morning. I start my workout, and then after that I start on hats, right? Get a certain amount done and then give myself a cutoff time. Be like, all right, boom, I have to get all of these done between this time and this time. Once I'm done, okay, step away, go eat, like step outside, get some air, or, go to a museum or something, get some inspiration, because you have to get that inspiration in too. You know what I mean? So,
in your house, sitting in your house.
Yeah, I can't just sit in there all day
whatever,
and just be like making stuff, then it's not going to come out the way I want it to. And it's, it's not going to come out for the customer either.
Right.
So I want to make sure that they get the best of, what I got. So I have to be, my brain has to be refreshed.
Yeah. Like, I think that's
deadlines.
Yeah, that's the hardest part.
Same
Yeah.
We time
So
block
hard.
so that we can
So hard.
get it done and move on to the next.
Yeah,
because
it's
you're
tough.
just always thinking about
Yeah,
like,
it gets addictive because then you're like, oh my gosh, what can I get to next? Now
Yep.
that you made a hat for Spike Lee, then you're like, shit, let me do something, you know? What I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
it's
it gets
tough.
addictive. Like,
It's tough.
And you just want to be in there to make more, but it's like
Yeah.
taking the time is gonna benefit you in the long run.
Yeah. And I also think like for me too, because it's so many steps, that is even harder.
gets- yeah.
Because it's like, dang, like I didn't spend all this time and
Yeah.
I only got the inside done.
Right, and you feel like,
God,
yeah.
like I still got more to do
Yeah.
on this one hat.
Yeah.
Like this is ridiculous.
It's
like
all
I'm gonna come back to it.
discouraging. Yeah.
Like it's crazy. Like
You spend like 3 hours. And
There
you're
goes
like,
the
not even
energy.
done.
yeah, like so it's always good to have that balance. Like you have to like get out. You gotta do stuff that's gonna give you that inspiration.
Yeah.
Like, like I like going to museums.
Oh, cool.
That helps with inspiration. I like going to like Lowe's
Yeah.
and stuff like that, just to look at like different like objects and stuff like that.
Right.
Michael's,
Yeah.
just to, little furniture stores and stuff, just to like look at different objects and be like,
Yeah, fabrics and
that
different-
can that can go on a hat. Like I can
Yeah.
do something crazy with that. Like,
Yeah.
so
That's cool.
yeah.
There's also a lot of small like studios in the city where you could see like people's art that like you never even heard of.
Yeah.
So like walking into like a small mom and pop like
Yeah.
studio where you see like somebody's painting that you
Yeah.
never even would have walked into,
Yeah.
unless you've seen it there.
Right.
Which is really cool.
And networking too, like just
Yeah,
being
hell yeah.
outside. Like
Yeah.
people are starting to
Showing their
recognize me
brand.
outside
Yeah.
now. And they're like, "Yo, Team Artists." I'm like, "Yo, what's up?"
That's
Like,
true. Yeah.
it's
see?
really, really dope. Like
really
it's
cool.
really, really
Do
cool.
you have like one story that like stands out to you of like seeing somebody who noticed you like out on the street?
Yeah, this was crazy. Like, so I used to play pool every Tuesday. I was on Pool League.
Oh, cool.
And I was standing outside with one of my teammates or whatever, and we're standing out there, and this girl like whipped the car and was like, skirt. She was like, Team Artist, you the one to make the hats. I was like, oh snap. Like
That's
she
so
hopped out
cool.
and was like, yo, it's so nice to meet you. I was like, that was the first time.
That's dope.
I was like,
That is
what
really
just
cool.
happened? My homie looking at me like, what is
What?
going
Who are
on?
you?
I'm like, I don't even know. Like, yeah, that was before like anybody like big start like wearing my
Yeah.
hats crazy. So
Wow.
that happened. I was like, yo, this is wild. And then I went to CultureCon.
Okay.
And when I went to CultureCon, that one was like a big like shocker and an eye opener for me. because being in that space, like people were recognizing me there. And that was like really the first time that I was like, yo, like these are a lot of people that have watched my stuff. Like, I'm like, this is kind of getting bigger than what I expected it to. And like, and from there, it's been going crazy ever since.
That gives you like motivation, like, or just like a good feeling.
Yeah,
like,
you know, like
it's
people
working.
need that ammo to like keep going, you know? So so I appreciate all of my supporters and people that see me outside and they show me that support because they definitely help me keep going for sure.
Yeah, and some people may be like scared to like say hi or like, you know, like, because you're so like big on social media, working with huge celebrities, they may be like timid to like.
Nah, I'm a regular person. Show up.
Exactly. But which is really
pull up on me. Say what's up.
Really
like,
cool.
And it's nice to see
we
like
can be
people
cool.
actually like reach out and like you know, say hi because it makes you feel good and it makes them like, I'm sure, walk away like, oh, I just met. You know, it's so cool.
It's really dope.
Yeah,
it's a really dope experience for sure.
Super cool.
Never in a million years.
Yeah.
I thought that would happen to me. Like I was like,
some little kid
Mom,
from
they're
Chicago
recognizing me
like,
outside. I don't know what to do. Like this is kind of crazy. Like it's unreal.
Yeah, that is. It's cool though.
What is like, what's next for you? Where do you see like your brand going? Like, what do you hope to achieve? Where do you want to take it from here? Because you couldn't tell us a celebrity you want to work with, so because you work with so many, so where's it going?
Well, there's so many celebrities out there still, and I definitely want to work with all of them. So I would love to like just work with like, you know, maybe like some bigger brands. You know, sometimes it's just tough in general just to like keep your brand going and just keep it out there. But like more collaborations are coming.
Okay, cool.
Just be on the lookout for that. I'm not saying much on that. That's gonna be cool. And I'm open to just linking up with more artists as well
like
too.
Brands and shit like that.
Brands. It would be really cool, but I feel like it'll be something to navigate as well because these big brands like mass produce things.
They do.
So in order to like work with, let's say Nike was like, let's do, you know, it would be cool for them to do like, let's do a shoot together and collaborate. But to like collaborate and like have these, it would probably take you like a year to produce all these hats to then drop. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
Yeah.
But with that,
So
like if I'm collaborating with someone big, like a big company like that, then they could definitely help assist with getting like a mass produce out. Gotcha. For sure.
And would like you would be like okay with like doing
I would be open to doing that.
Okay, cool.
But I don't do it all the time.
You
but like
exclusive.
you know what I mean. I do like to keep it exclusive, but
become like watered down or like not that it ever would, but like somebody mass producing, you know, something that you created, and you know, it's not going to be your touch isn't going to be there essentially. You know,
absolutely.
So it's hard.
Absolutely, it is hard. But I am looking to get an assistant though. Like I need somebody that could like, for real.
But only the legit ones.
Taking applications for sure. Like
that's really cool.
Yeah, that's definitely next.
An assistant for like back end work or like working on hats or both.
Both.
Okay.
Yeah, both.
Wow.
Like, you know, if I can teach someone how to like sew the bands in and do bags and like the little tedious stuff that I gotta do, if they can like do that, I'm like perfect.
Blessing.
Like perfect.
It'll become way you know, it's just a step.
It'll help.
Yeah,
it'll definitely help everything go a whole lot faster.
Quicker,
because like everything else,
teach a hat class or like put it out online and then take like the best student from the class and be like, sold.
You know what's so crazy?
That's
like everybody keeps asking me to do a hat class,
or not like a hat class. Maybe you can like record it. Yeah. Like let's say you like rented a studio like here and like did a hat like tutorial on like cameras and then you have people pay for it.
Yeah, of course they got to pay for that.
Pay for the subscription. Then when they buy it, it's not like you're teaching a hat class. They're just buying it and watching the videos.
Can make the best hat out of these 10
send in your
word. Now that sounds like a good idea though, straight up. Yeah.
That would be so fire.
Word.
Then we could have competitions.
Hey,
the best hat.
Hey,
It would be like, when those sneaker painting things came out and like people would go to them and like paint their shoes. It would be just like that. That'd be fire.
wild.
yeah, that would be fire.
That's awesome. I'm gonna make a hat.
look, she's already thinking now. She's like, "Ooh, I'm gonna make me a hat. I'm gonna make me a hat." Look, yo, submission already in. She's like, I'm in there. Like,
I don't know how good I'll be, but I'm gonna try.
Oh, that's dope.
That's fun. Yeah, see, that could be really cool.
Yeah, it is cool.
Oh man, that's fun. All right, I have one more question for you.
Okay.
If you could write on your bathroom mirror every morning one sentence and it would be blasted out around the world to everybody's mirror, so when they woke up, this would be the message they saw, what would it be?
For everybody or just me?
Everybody would see it.
Everybody would see it, but it's about me.
It could be about you, or it could be something you struggled with. It could be encouragement, whatever.
Go with your gut.
That's a good one. Yeah, that's a good one. Because many people don't, or many people switch up, or they feel like they can't.
Yeah. Yep. They talk themselves out of it.
Yeah.
But I took a chance on my brand, and I didn't ask for permission for nothing. I just did it. It was just like, well, this is what I'm doing. Yeah. And
were you scared?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
But hey,
when if your dreams like don't scare you, then they're not big enough.
Yeah, exactly.
Like for real. Like I was just like, yo, like I'm just gonna do it.
If you would look back and see where you are now, I'm sure you would have did it 10 times over.
Yeah, I definitely would have. Because I'm like, yo, like that risk and just taking a chance on myself got me to where I'm at. Exactly. And I'm like, yo, like this is amazing.
Right.
It's amazing. It's like so the feedback is crazy.
Doing what you're doing. Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy to think about too. Like sometimes I'll be looking like, yo, am I really the only one? Yeah. Like nobody's not even like
don't even
trying
try
it. Like I was like, what the heck? Yeah, it's kind of wicked. Like it's kind of wild.
Yeah, it's cool.
But yeah, so
it's crazy.
I'm just trying to keep going, try to work on different shapes and stuff, and still like try to challenge my mind to like do more stuff. It is hard because
now that you've created something that's booming, like how do you create that next thing that's gonna explode? That's the hardest
Well, I definitely want to get into clothes too. Like
cool.
I didn't, I felt like hats fell into my lap. I really wanted to make clothes like the whole time, but this is the thing that took off. So I was like, you know what, like. And I love hats, so I'm like, this works. You know what I mean? But, eventually I want to do other things too. Like I want to, push Team Artists to like the next level with stuff like tie-in, felt really cool. To like garments, like go crazy with it. I do have a collaboration coming up with a designer. That's going to be crazy set.
Awesome.
So, so I want to kind of tap in a little bit to like, make it like a little like femme line, like a little more feminine, because I'm not feminine at all. So it's gotta sometimes it'd be hard for me to like tap into that. I'll be like, what girls
where is it?
Because like, oh no, like it'd be a little tough, and I'll be like, ooh, like maybe I need like a feminine like touch to it. So
that'd be super
that's gonna be a really really crazy dope collaboration that's gonna be coming. So
that's awesome. Yeah. Before we leave, tell everyone where they can find you and get your hats and everyone get it before they sell out.
What's good? So you can find me on IG at Team Artist. My website is teamartist.co. My email is teamartistconnect@gmail.com. And that's where you can find me. Like TikTok is Team Artist. So Google me, Team Artist. I'll come up.
It'll come up.
I'll come up. Team Artist, everything. Team Artist over everything.
Thank you so much for being on our show. Definitely one of the dopest people we've had yet to sit down with.
Thank y'all.
We appreciate you so much.
I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you. Nah, thank y'all.
Twins out.
Over and out. No, just